Hi there, my name is Alan, and this is what we're working on. First and foremost, I want to say I am by no means a professional engine builder. This is not my daily job. This is just a hobby that I enjoy doing and something I'm working on to do something very special with that I'll share with you. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna build this whole thing and try to video it for people to see, and maybe it'll help somebody do their project. Again, I'm not a professional. This is not what I do every day. This is a hobby of mine that I really enjoy. Like I said, I'm gonna make mistakes. You're gonna see me do things probably not right. And it's gonna be fun to be able to watch back and make fun of it later. But I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna be the one that shows the everyday guy like myself attempting to do something that's super unique in building this engine. From the bottom, we have a Moroso front sump oil pan paired with the Kazi front sump oil pump. We have the Ford Performance timing set that's inside of there. We have the Lenati internally balanced crankshaft stroked to 4.3 inches like we talked about. We have the Kazi P51D heads, which are just absolutely beautiful. Unreal. We have the Comp Cams steel rockers paired with the Kazi push rods. This is a 173 rocker. Nothing super out of the ordinary. We have the Edelbrock Victor 460 air gap intake paired with the Holley 8 injector Sniper EFI that supports up to 1500 horse. This thing is going to be so much fun. I'm excited to hear it run. All right, that's a brief overview of what we're working with here. And one of the biggest questions I've gotten so far is, what size is the cam? What cam are you running? How big is the cam? And I'll go ahead and tell you. So this is a hydraulic roller cam paired with the Morel lifters like we talked about. And to go over the cam card, this is what we're working with. Gross lift of the cam is 701 intake, 701 exhaust. Advertised duration, 283 intake and 291 exhaust. We have duration at 50 with 252 intake and 260 exhaust with a lobe separation of 109. This cam does have 4 degrees of advance ground into it. So we installed it straight up, dot to dot, 0 degrees advance on the bottom gear, lined up with a dot on the cam gear. I'm very excited to see this thing run. I'm very excited to get it in a truck that means a lot to me, that we'll go over, and I'll post something about that as well, the story behind the truck, because it's been around for a long time and it's done a lot with us. I'm going to post a few clips of putting this thing together. It's going to be paired with stories and being goofy and just hanging out and having fun. Again, I'm not a professional. This is not what I do every day. So you're going to see me do things unconventional, to say the least. And it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If you have any concerns, let me know. If you see an opportunity for me to make an adjustment, let me know. I'm here to learn from you. I'm here to try to teach you something as well. So I'm gonna post a few clips following this of getting this thing put together where it is now. And I look forward to making this series and showing the process of getting this thing put in a truck that's very special. Good morning. This morning we're working on the 521. We are trying to get everything put together, trying to get this short block assembled and ready to go. Already got one put in, just a test fit to make sure everything went together smoothly. Everything's fitting well. We're gonna get this thing together, get one step closer to firing it up. Hang out, stay tuned. Let's get it going. All right, this is where we're at. Short block is assembled. Everything is torqued down. I wanted to show on these pistons here, if you look, you've got one side that's much wider than the other. This side here has a beveled edge that's going to line up with the beveled side of the crank. On the journal there, as it comes up to meet this surface here, it's concaved. It's got an edge there, and you have to make sure, because I did mess up, you have to make sure that that bevel is mated with that side of the piston rod. If you try to use the flat side that's in between there, you're gonna have problems. Those two ride flat on that surface. Each beveled edge needs to be on the outside edge of that journal. Now, in addition to that, you have to make sure that the orientation of your piston, when you install the piston onto the rod, you have to make sure that it's positioned in the right place, in the right way. Thankfully, I did not make that mistake, but it's easy to do. The best thing I did, I probably set the head on the block 15 times to make sure. But if you see, you've got a shape here that needs to mate with the shape of that piston. And on this big block, if you see, you've got a little valve relief cut in there. Because of the size of this cam, we are going to need that extra clearance. Keep in mind, I am not a professional.